The House Select Committee released documents that circulated inside the White House, laying out plans to steal the 2020 election. And MSNBC's Claire McCaskill said that was one more big piece of evidence against former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. Take a look at the clip from MSNBC.
If a unanimous Court of Appeals in the D.C. Circuit says what it said about executive privilege, then Mark Meadows is on very, very shaky ground when he tries to now retreat and say, hey, I don't have to cooperate because of executive privilege. You can waive the privilege. He's given all these documents. There's going to be a vote to hold him in contempt at the beginning of the week. And, he's had a bad week because clearly the president didn't like it that he told everyone that he had been very, very sick and frankly kept it from people, that threatens people's lives. And now he is really not in a strong position trying to hide from this committee after they've gotten all this important information from him. I mean, I think the biggest argument against him is that he's waived the privilege by providing the documents he already has.
Well, of course, and also if he's operating on his personal phone instead of his White House phone, he obviously doesn't think that the text that he's sending is within the scope of his employment. Claire, I want to go to this document, though, that was uncovered through the record search. This document that clearly lays out a plan to, again, brief the senators on foreign interference, declare a national security emergency, say that foreign influence took control of electronic voting systems, then declare electronic voting in all states invalid, and then basically disallow the entire election. I mean, these are recommendations floating around through the chief of staff to the president of the United States at the time to overthrow an election, to overthrow democracy. It's just, if that is not sedition against the United States of America, if that's not being part of a conspiracy to commit sedition against the United States of America, then they should take that statute off the books because it's not applicable to any real life issues or matters.
That document, and I'm so glad you put it up in black and white, is prima facie evidence of the most serious crime against the United States that could ever be committed, and that is to invalidate a free and fair election.
The PowerPoint presentation, which spanned 38 pages, was titled Election Fraud, Foreign Interference, and Options for 6th of Jan, was part of an email sent on January 5th, the day before the attack on the Capitol. The email pertained to a briefing that was to be provided on the Hill. The release of the PowerPoint slides laying out options to overthrow democracy comes a day after the committee noted in a letter that Meadows had provided text messages in which he discussed a highly controversial plan to overturn the election results by appointing alternate electors in certain states. I love it, Meadows replied to the idea, which was sent to him by a lawmaker. Meadows last week reached an agreement to cooperate, turned over the material, and then earlier this week changed his mind and is now stonewalling the committee. He's now suing the committee in an attempt to block his subpoena. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to visit us at rawstory.com. And if you'd like to see more of the Raw Report, please like and subscribe. And join others who like their news raw too.